just a normal afternoon in the chef's playground here? Not really. This is a cool day. We're at Elevation Food Service Reps, my friend and yours, Rich O'Brien. I'm Greg Hollenbach. Rich, today's a cool day.
Kind of cool day.
What do you think?
I love it.
Should we show people around, tell them what's going on?
Yeah, we should.
First of all, an auction.
It is.
That's what you do best. You're a community guy. You keep people connected. There's an auction that meant a lot. Hosea Rosenberg, chef. Tell us the story.
Yeah, so Sophie's neighborhood, his daughter, who has a very unique and rare degenerative bone disease in her hands and feet, and it's her charity and her Sophie's neighborhood. And Seattle Fish was donating this oyster shucking day, and we bid on it and won it. I'm super excited, and shout out to Hosea and Lauren, and obviously Sophie.
Thank you.
So, yeah, really excited about it.
Here it is. This is what happens.
Yep.
Once you have something like that, you say, well, how can I share it with the rest of the people? You know?
Absolutely.
You didn't just hide it for yourself and have two or three people over at your house.
No.
This is what we do. So
it was kind of funny, though, to be honest with you, Greg. I didn't know what quite an event it was. I thought it was just going to be somewhat more of a team-building thing. And then I was seeing what the actual quantity of oysters was going to be and what we were going to be doing, and I was like, oh, wait a second, I don't think we have enough people. I think we need a bigger boat full of people.
Looks like we're starting right now.
I know, right? Yeah. So, here we go.
Here.
It's your party, Rich. I'm Derek. How are
Hey, Derek, so great to see you. Yeah. No, thank you. This is fantastic. Absolutely.
Here are the spoils right here. We've got Chef Peter Rowan, Derek here from Seattle Fish Company. Good to see you.
Thank you for being here. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, man, you bet. Yep.
30 seconds, Seattle Fish.
Yeah, we're a seafood distributor founded in Denver in 1918. You know, we bring in fish from all different coasts from around the world, started dabbling into some of our specialty and gourmet products. And I think today's just a really good example of what we do and why we do it. It's community coming back together to sort of work together to support good causes, establish relationships, and really celebrate around food. So could be better than that.
This is everything we love, and I'll tell you why. Community coming together is just like that. Derek's here with us today. We've got this oyster party that we're about to do, right? Supporting a great charity in Sophie's neighborhood and Chef Hosea Rosenberg's daughter, Sophia, and Sophia's neighborhood. Check that out. Sophie's neighborhood. Jay's going around and showing this setup of oysters. Talk about what you brought with you today.
Yeah, we've actually, it's kind of cool today. We brought, there's 5 species of oysters in total, right? Only 5 species, and we have 3 of them today. What makes oysters really unique is the fact that they're filter feeders. So they really take on sort of the quality and the flavor and the variety of the water, and much like wine, right? Terroir describes sort of the earth and the characteristics it imparts on the grapes that make the wine. We talk about merroir. So we've got a Kumamoto oyster, which is a species brought in from Japan. We're growing those in California. We've got a Pacific oyster. This one's special. It's called Akushi. They tumble them. So it breaks off the edges at the top, forms a really deep cup, which you can see. So it's going to be really melon flavor. And this one, we're going to launch in 2 more weeks. It's going to go from into a Larimer Point. So we're having Rappahannock River oysters first showing for you guys.
This is a new source right here.
Mackerel.
It is a new source, so it's a surface-grown sort of oyster, and it really harkens back to our founder, Seattle Fish Company's founder, Mo Ziacino, who started Seattle Fish Company in 1918, bringing oysters in from Seattle. So these are grown on the East Coast. So it's going to be the saltiest, the briniest, the crispest oyster that you've tasted. So we're excited.
I'm going to bring your chef into the mix if you don't mind.
I
Chef
think that's
Peter
where you
Rowan
should've
right
started.
here.
Yeah,
No,
I was going to say,
mean,
no,
honestly,
for a while.
and Derek, you
That's
make such
fun.
a good point talking about terroir and tastes of regions, and that transcends through wine, it transcends through regional farming. But in oyster, Chef, I had no idea. First of all, good to see you, Chef.
Nice to see you. So, like Derek said, the oysters coming from different regions, they're all going to have a different saltiness, the saline content, and nice flavors. And these are so fresh, they're going to have, they'll pop. The other thing that we did is I made some minuet sauce, which is a typical, it's a vinegar and sauce that we're going to put on. They can come over and taste. I did one with red wine vinegar, white wine vinegar, and rice wine vinegar, so you can see the differences.
Thank you.
And then
we
the
got
cool
that.
thing is tasting them with just a pinch of salt. One little thing, and we've got a seaweed salt, I've got a pepperberry salt, and a smoked salt. So it just changes the whole profile.
Hey, fantastic. Just as well as I do, oysters aren't for everybody, right? Now, these accoutrements that you have going on here, this could very well change some people's minds of the mindset of how they've consumed oysters in the past. I always say revisit foods.
Sure.
Revisit tastes. what are some of the things that you're looking to do to kind of spruce up the oyster or to maybe change the complexion of it? The vinegar is one.
Yeah,
right?
with seafood, you never want to mask the flavor. You want to enhance it. And that's the key to any good seafood. So what we'll do, too, is I'm going to show and take them. We can put them on a very hot grill in the shell, and it'll open, it'll release, and then you'll have a warmed oyster, and especially with the salt that way. Totally different texture, different flavor, and they'll like it a little better if they don't like that raw oyster.
So what are the style? Is that an Oyster Rockefeller?
No, that's the Oyster Rockefeller would be a shucked oyster. It's got a topping. It's a Mornay with spinach, sometimes bacon, different flavor, and it's baked. This is just a different way to do the oysters so that you don't have to shuck them, they'll open themselves. So if you bought some oysters at a store and you're barbecuing, just throw them on the grill until they open and then do what you want with them.
Do what you want with it. What's your favorite way?
Me, I like oysters on the half shell. I love them with the salts, but I love Oysters Rockefeller. I love a baked oyster.
Do you really?
Oh, yeah.
Some people are purists, though, just want it just the way the oyster tastes, right?
Exactly. And like I said, any fish, not even the oyster, you want to enhance that flavor. You don't want to mask it.
Yeah.
If somebody's masking it, they're selling you old fish.
Were you going to get going here, Chef?
Derek's going to start anytime we're ready. We'll shuck an oyster, and then everybody can grab a station and take it from there. So,
do you mind if we capture that on video?
Not at all.
We'd love to get started. What we want to do with us, we're going to take a break. We're going to come right back from Elevation Food Service reps. Man, we've got the whole gang here. It's kind of reunited, and it feels so good. The masks are coming off. People are vaccinated, getting out there and having a good time. Look at that. Chef's vaccinated. I'm having a great time. I hope you are too. Stick around. We'll be right back. We're going to get this party started right here at Elevation Food Service Reps. The Modern Eater Show continues.
All right, you guys, back to the show in just a second, but before that, it's my favorite time of the show, and you know what that means. Bread, specifically Aspen Baking Company. You guys, aspenbaking.com. Since 1994 here in Denver, they've been baking the freshest bread in the city. They do it right. They do it without the chemicals. They do it without the coloring, and they do it without freezing it. Some places will freeze your bread, man. That's all I'm saying. Talk to our buddy Jared Leonard over at Budlong Hot Chicken. He uses their product. Chefs all around town use Aspen Baking, and that's what you want to do too. aspenbaking.com. You guys, I can't stress it enough. Let's go bread. I love bread. If it's bread, you think Aspen Baking. aspenbaking.com.
Hi, I'm Amber with Strohauer Farms, and I'm just here to remind you that the best potatoes are grown here in Colorado. Goodness elevated. Thanks for watching the Modern Eater Show.
Hey, Zach Ryder here, Colorado Mills Sunflower Products out of Lamar, Colorado. Your only local source, grown from a local crop to produce a local oil for local chefs. You can find it at Shamrock Foods, What Chefs Want, Seattle Fish Company. Let me try it one more time, then we'll see. Hey, restaurants, we're glad you're reopening. From Colorado Mills Sunflower Oil, we'll see you soon.
First, we partner with the best farmers in the world, and then we tell them, we will take it all. Process whole spices daily, blend custom spices to order, keep it fresh, safe, and flavorful, all so that you can get back to doing what you do best. So whether you're a restaurant, a food manufacturer, or an at-home cook, be sure to visit The Spice Guy at www.thespiceguyco.com.
Hey Modern Eater fans, I'm Don Trobo with the Annex by Ardent Mills, and I just wanted to give you a heads up about some of the great things we've got going on locally in the state. We're headquartered right here, and we're working with farmers in the San Luis Valley to bring you amazing Colorado quinoa. It's just like the South American stuff, but grown locally. We've got transitional wheat flour that's grown by farmers in Colorado and surrounding states who are in the process of turning their fields into organic. So we're taking that transitional wheat, and turning it into flour, and now it's available for you to cook and bake with. And last but not least, we're now cleaning grain berries in Denver. So things like spelt or wheat berries or pearl barley, those are things that we're now doing right here locally and are available to you. Can't wait to share it with you.
Hi, I'm Jeff Nations from Aspen Baking Company. It's really important right now to support local. That's why I support the Modern Eater. Now, back to the show.
Okay, sweet. Back to the chef's playground. We're going to get this party started. Elevation Food Service reps, Rich O'Brien. All right, let's get this going.
I know, it sounds good.
Bring it up.
Got the fishing shirt on. I think we're ready to roll. Everybody's starting to gather around here, and I think it's oyster time. Derek, I think what we're going to do here is...
It'd be great. If you want me to start, that'd be awesome.
All right, so we're just kind of herding.
It's great.
Right
We'll just
now.
start talking.
Yeah, I got to tell you, this is so much fun. When I first bid on this, I didn't quite realize the magnitude of what we were going to do here. And I think it was about a week ago, I started talking to you, and I was like, I think there's a lot more oysters than I thought. This isn't just like lunch. And so what was really fun was it was like, well, let's just kind of throw it out there. Let's not make it real formal. Let's just see, Justin Brunson's obviously a great friend of ours as well, and he takes care of the turf side of things for us. But what's been really kind of cool is just word of mouth, kind of talking to people. Let's come by, and the feeling of community. None of us are wearing masks.
Community gathers.
It's time.
It is.
It's time.
All right.
We'll let you take it away, and let's get everybody started here.
We had a ting, 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 ting.
And I think I'm just going to probably wander around a little bit.
That's
I want to
okay.
introduce my
Would you
staff
slow
and
clap
some of the
again,
people
and
that
we'll
are
get
here.
everybody over?
Absolutely.
All right.
And I know Chef
You help me
Peter
on
and
count three.
his
You help
team
me
are
slow clap. Ready?
ready to rock and roll. So
There it
Justin,
goes.
slow clap.
That'll do it.
Hello, Elevation Food Service. My name is Derek. I'm with Seattle Fish Company, joined by my colleagues Peter, Phil, and we'll have Jason come back a little bit earlier. I think we just want to kick this off with a few words, a little bit of an orientation, and then we're going to just really get right down to it. This really started, and I think it probably everything we start here was just a thanks to you all, to Elevation Food Service, and also to Rich. This is really the culmination of a benefit to as a charitable contribution for Sophie's neighborhood. And so the courage that Sophie's shown through her medical problems, the leadership that Hosea and Lauren have shown, and then your ultimate generosity. And not just this, but I think you guys have donated some other equipment as well. It's really the best of what we do, right? Like every day is not easy. I think we understand that. Some days are fun, some days are really tough. But it's kind of hard to envision like another industry where we can all come back together, right? We come back together as individuals, we build relationships, we celebrate sort of with food, how we prepare food, and then we build communities. And so our goal is to do that, and we're just using seafood sort of as a medium and just have some fun. So
Can we get an amen for that?
So I promise, like we really want to keep this very fun. We want to keep this very experiential. We want to keep it tasty. Like we've been seeing some mashups, right? There's the whole, River Bear, Seattle Fish Company fusion with like, I don't know, what did I have? Did I have like a lardo with?
A Barraco pancetta Tessa with caviar.
It was
a pretty good time.
it was not bad.
Pretty
So-
good
glad you
time,
guys
bro.
know how to party. I
That's
tell you.
exactly right. So first of all, sort of no rules. So what we want to do today is kind of a loosely organized around sort of oysters as a main theme. And if you think about oysters, just a quick introduction, there's only 5 species, right? There's literally only 5 species of oysters, but there's thousands of different varieties because it's a living animal. It's live. This is a live oyster. And they filter water. So they filter up to 50 gallons of water a day. So if you think about wine, you think about maybe a Pinot will taste differently from a different region or a different country or the different way it's produced. It's the same thing. They call that what? Terroir, right? So it's the influence of the soil, the water, the temperature, and how that influences sort of the grape that they make the wine. Oysters are like this, even more sensitive, right? So we would call it terroir. So if they're filtering 50 gallons of water a day, then they pick up all of that sort of nuance in the water. And so for today, we brought 3 of the 5 different species. And what we like to do is make sure you get a chance to taste every one of them, but even more importantly, open them up, right? Like you cannot mess up an oyster opening. If you get it open and you eat it, you've succeeded, right? So it's a knife, it's your boot, it's a hammer, like anything that you want, like it's fair game. So really quick, the orientation on 3 oysters. I'm then going to demo an oyster sort of opening in sort of the hand. Phil's going to do it on the table. And then I think we just kind of want to break out. Come in and grab an oyster. We'll man sort of or station the different sort of tables, and we'll just walk through eating some of the oysters. So the first one, and I'd probably recommend eating them in this order, is a Kumamoto. So a Kumamoto is its own distinct species. So they're a fairly small oyster. They were brought over from Japan. It's fairly sort of deep cup, but really sort of bright cucumber, sort of melon with a butter finish. So the West Coast oyster are going to be really melon. So that's the Kumamoto. Grab one of those. The second one is Akushi. So this is raised, and these are Humboldt, California. So really inside the bay in Humboldt. Anything else comes from Humboldt? Or something else, I think, right?
Humboldt State, Yakima Racks.
Yakima Racks. There you go. The second one, this is a Pacific oyster. This one is raised in Canada. It's called a Akushi. And what you could see with this is that for all the Canada people, hey!
Shelby meets our diversity
How about
quota.
that? So I think when you see oysters, they grow from the outside in, and so they get a sort of the shell grows from the outside. These are tumbled, so twice a day the tide takes the bag up and down, and it chips off all the edges on the outside. It grows a really deep cup. So these are an awesome oyster because you get a huge meat fill, really easy to shuck. They hold in your hand really well. They'll taste great. And then this is actually a sneak peek for all of you. This is started sort of an old salt, which is grown right on the Atlantic Ocean. It's the saltiest oyster I think that you can find. It's super briny. The grower is Travis Croxton, and he has started actually just growing these from us a little bit removed from the bed that he started the old salts, bring them up a little bit. It's more of a surface type oyster, and we'll be launching these right on. See, she's digging it too. So we'll be launching these as a Larimer Point, right? So Seattle Fish Company is a 103-year-old family-owned, third-generation company. We're located right down the street. Do about 15 million pounds of seafood a year throughout sort of the Rocky Mountains, and about 90% of that is fresh. All of that started with oysters in 1918. So the founder, Mose, when he was 16, met the chef on the train from Seattle, and then started bringing in oysters from Seattle. And that's kind of how it all started. So for us to be able to kind of come back to that whole story is fantastic, and we love it. So I've been scoping out these cool Dexter knives that we have. So listen, there's two ways to really open an oyster. Again, you can't sort of do it wrong. I kind of like a hand method, only because I'm not very coordinated. Phil's going to do sort of a table method. But if you think about an oyster, think about the bottom cup, and then think about sort of the hinge. Those are the two things when you pick up an oyster to really think about. So the bottom cup you want to kind of put down to the bottom because it holds the oysters. It's going to be a little bit more flat on the top, and then you find the hinge. What we're going to try to do is sort of just open the hinge from here, and then there's an adductor muscle on the top of the oyster and the bottom, and that's all there is to it. So I think of this as like I don't know, somebody called it sort of popsicle method or something. You want to kind of just get that edge, and it's actually a really cool knife, right? Bend up. So you just kind of want to get inside sort of that hinge. And it's not as much force as it is just sort of movement. So I think all I did was sort of get it in there, and you twist the knife. So it goes from small to big. The shell just really pops up. Sort of get in there, turn the oyster sideways on your hand, scrape the adductor muscle right off from the top, get rid of that guy. And then we're going to kind of just scoot down on the bottom and just cut the adductor muscle on the bottom. So that's an oyster. That's the goal of today. So there's just other things you can top it with, right? So top it for caviar. Oh yeah, sorry. That's great. Cool.
You only got 175 of those?
Well, I like 230, but yeah.
Work it and move it around until you get it in there, really. Might need one of those Dexter knives after this, you know? We got that hook in there. There we go. Then you just move it around, and then once you get it shucked, scrape it around the top.
Okay.
Yeah.
Boom.
Wondering if you were going to make it.
Right through
And
the
then
bottom.
you take it off. Cool. Okay.
And then you want to shoot this one down?
You can judge it. We'll pick sort of the best shucked oyster, and then we'll find like I don't know, we'll find some lobsters or crab legs or something to taste it. Yep. Yeah, and we'll be stationed at the thing. So caviar tasting also. I think we brought some shrimp. Is that right? Yeah. There's some Bloody Mary mix. You can do oyster shooters at the bar, kind of thing. So let's just make it super fun and go. Okay. Any questions? All right.
That's how you shuck an oyster. We're going to take a time out. We're going to come right back. You're going to have a treat because Vaccinated Granny has made an appearance. Does she like oysters? No, she does not. We'll see. Come back next. We'll have Justin Brunson and Chef Peter Round with us on the Modern Eater Show. Right now, let me tell you about Jeff Rourke and A+ Beverage Solutions. He's the man with the plan when it comes to tap installations and tap maintenance. Jeff Rourke is the most trusted man in the business. 20-plus years, family-owned and operated, does great work, and you might be knocking the rust off of your bar or restaurant and getting things tuned back up. He's the guy to call. If you're pouring inefficient beer, Jay, what are you doing?
You're pouring your money down the drain.
Money. Don't do that. Foam is money. Get a hold of Jeff Rourke, A+ Beverage Solutions. Tell him what you need done. He'd be happy to come out and just take a look for you. Here's the phone number to give him a call, 720-272-3809. One more time, 720-272-3809. It's Jeff Rourke and A+ Beverage Solutions. Okay.
Hey, you guys, Jay here with the Modern Eater Show. Thanks for watching. Don't forget about our YouTube and Instagram channels. A lot of killer content over there. Throw us a subscribe on YouTube. Throw us a follow on Instagram. And thank you for supporting TME. We couldn't do this without our amazing sponsors, so let's check them out right now.
Very proud to be part of the Modern Eater, and chefs, restaurant owners, any food service operators. You know, I know right now that delivery and carry out is bigger than ever, and we got you covered. Cambro has a full line of delivery and carry out items. More economical options are expanded polypropylene or EPP, nice insulated container. The ProCard Ultra is really versatile. It's a great unit because you can actually store cold products down here, hot products up here. It's all 120, there's no refrigeration worries. It's all thermodynamics. Just let us know what your food service challenges are, what it is we can do to help you out, and there isn't anything that we can't do for you. So hope to see you over here at our facility in Park Hill soon, and stay safe out there.
You know, everybody, with several $1 million of hard assets here, insurance is very, very important to us. Ewing Leavitt covers it all. Machinery, building, workman's comp. Ewing Leavitt's got us covered from the floor to the ceiling, from our alley even to the street. This divider, this press, my cooling conveyor, my oven. Ow, ow. Ewing Leavitt covers our counter stacker and our employees too. If you need insurance, take it from Little Rich at Rockalitas. Call Ewing Leavitt, they'll get you covered.
Hey, this is Keegan from D-Bar in Denver. You guys might find it difficult to stay in touch and stay up to date with the ever-changing culinary scene in Colorado. It's almost impossible. Just tune in to the Modern Eater. These guys have their fingers on the pulse of what's happening in all of the food and beverage in all of Colorado. They're behind us. They understand the idea of shopping local and shopping small. So support them, you support us.
Okay, at Elevation Food Service Reps, here's a pleasure. Vaccinated Granny has made an appearance. Does she like oysters? No, she does not. We're going to have fun right now. Chef Justin Brunson.
Heyo.
Chef Peter Rowan, Seattle Fish
Hello.
Company. I don't know, Chef. I think we can change Vaccinated Granny's mind about oysters. First of all,
Well, let's see if she can open one first. That's the biggest.
Let's not count on it.
Okay, well,
Let's not count on it.
here's what you're going to do.
You know what I'm trying to decide right now before we get into this is when I have to put that in my mouth, who am I going to spit it at?
Well, here's
I think I'm going to go that way.
There's no
what
spitting.
you not allowed. What you do is you don't look at it, you eat it.
Ugh.
Okay, so
Do you like salty or melony better? If
let's
you
just
had-
open one first. We'll
Okay.
start with that.
All right, good job.
So
I'll
what
let
you want to
that.
do is put your hand on it like this.
Now this might be kind of fun.
Hold
Okay.
it like a
I
baby.
like playing with tools.
Yeah, that hand right on there like that. Okay, push down on
There
it.
you go.
And see that
Right.
little hinge right there? You
Wait,
want
wait.
to
Now look, okay.
Right
Oh,
like that. Go ahead.
Okay, teacher, let me do it.
Yes.
Okay.
More of an angle. More of an angle.
No.
Is that the hole right there?
Nope.
Yeah, you got to
down.
get. There you go.
Right there. Yep.
Okay.
Straight down and push. A little harder, and twist it a little bit.
Ugh.
I think you did it. All right, stop.
Oh,
I
there you
did
go.
that. Yeah.
All right. Now what you want to do
No,
is, hang on a second, dear. Now take it and put it in your hand like this and hold it.
Okay.
And then you're going to go all the way around the rim with your knife.
Yep. Top up
Yeah.
that abductor muscle.
You just think I can get a job now?
Yeah.
Part-time job,
At
shucking
an
oysters.
at an oyster bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sheila down at Jack's.
Right
Okay,
there.
wait,
Grab your new shucker right here. Sheila
Nope, right-
Lucero
Okay, now.
at Jack's Fish.
Right there. Yep. There you go. Yep. That's it.
There you
All
go.
Look
the
at
way
there.
around. All the way around. Get that muscle on top. You're doing it. You got it. Beautiful. Keep on going. Go the other way if you want. Yep.
She's crushing it.
You got it.
Aha. Ooh.
And then you take that muscle off. There you go.
Ooh.
Keep all that liquor in there.
Ooh.
That's the oyster liquor.
Okay.
Now, don't you
There.
feel ownership of that oyster right now? Don't you want that in your
Then
body?
What you'll do too is take your knife and go underneath, so it'll break it up, so it's ready to slide right down your throat.
Oh, please.
Go ahead
Don't
and
talk
cut
to
it out on
Greg's
the
mom
bottom.
like this.
Really.
Did you take one of these?
You know, I really.
I already shucked it.
Oh no, I just.
I
one of
really
those.
enjoy. I really
I'm an
enjoyed
adult.
being with you at that dinner. But you know, I'm not having a lot of fun with you now.
That's okay. So anyway, so we got that ready, and all you need to do is you just go like this,
Not a chance.
and you take it right down.
Do you want it doctored up?
I've got Bloody Mary mix
Come
here.
on, Mom. I love. Look, they're really good for your sex drive.
Now,
You
Brunson,
going home with me?
No.
Well,
Brunson, I thought it'd be really if you said that we have a Bloody Mary with some vodka in it, and she could do a slider
No,
that
no,
way.
no.
That would be a good
No, no.
start.
So what we can do, this is very classic with the minuet sauce. Go ahead and try and see what you think.
Okay, what don't you like about oysters?
texture. And you can't chew it.
Yes, you
Chew
can.
'em?
You
The
want
main thing is you don't chew it, you just let it.
Okay.
This one's
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
shot.
Isn't that tasty? You did it.
Oh,
Right here. We
Yep.
did it.
She did it. I'm proud of her.
I'm proud. I love oysters. Vaccinated
bad,
Granny in the house right there.
Now wait a minute. There's other ways to eat them too. You like Oyster Rockefeller,
yeah.
right?
There's only one way to eat it.
But chef, you were telling me you can heat one up over here.
Yeah,
It'd be
what
just-
you do is put it in the shell right on here.
Oh.
It's all ready to go.
And what it's going to do, it's going to cook it right in the shell with all that wonderful flavor and everything. So I'll get that ready in a little bit.
Let's do it.
Yep. And then we're going to try a little either the smoked salt.
Do you think I'm doing another one?
Yeah.
Oh, it's going to be cooked, just like you like it.
Wasn't that bad.
It was terrible.
You didn't like it? Did you try and like it?
Well, you don't really taste anything but the doodah.
Yeah.
That's, you know, there's no chewing it or.
I love your mom so much. Can I come over for Thanksgiving?
Of course you can. Now that's
Yeah, but you got to bring the turkey.
That's fine.
bring the meat.
Yeah, bring the meat.
Yeah.
We're gonna
Yeah.
we're gonna eat beef.
Now one of the best beef that we ever had was the Riverbed Bear American Meats when I got that delicious prime rib. You remember
Oh
that?
my God.
Oh, I might know where you can get a better one this year.
What do you got now,
yeah.
chef?
I'm getting ready to
Oh,
cook
getting it
up
ready
that
to go
one, yeah.
right there.
So I took one of the oysters, not shucked, just from the ice, and put it on the grill. And you can see it right here. It'll open just by heating up. See, it's starting to. And so it'll cook it from the inside with all that flavor and everything. So we're going to shuck it, and you eat it right out of there. I'm going to put a little smoked salt on it, and it's going to be wonderful. Here we go. So this one just opens right up. I cooked it on the grill. Take that muscle off the top. And it's cooked in that liquid. And then we're going to put a little bit of smoked salt on there. That's going to be a little warm. Wait till you taste. Hey, you're not that much older than me, okay? I'm a grandfather, too.
Elder abuse. I'm talking to my son.
Okay.
You know?
See, we're going to eat it just like this.
Give it
so
a
it's
shot.
cooked? Too hot? Isn't that tasty? Little smoke? Didn't you like that one?
Oh, jeez. You know, the interesting thing about this is that, this didn't really turn me on a lot, as you could tell. I mean, I didn't make any faces or anything like that. But you know what I really do enjoy? I do enjoy, like, Oysters Rockefeller.
Yep.
And Oysters Benville. That have got the little sauce on it and little crumbles.
Yep.
And they bake it in the oven, you know.
Well, you can try it with Bloody Mary mix, too. It's pretty tasty.
Well, that whole thing just blew. Is it working?
That's a good
You know,
update.
I mean,
Well, you're a good sport. Thank you so much for trying.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Hey. What's going on, everybody? This is Brother Luck from Lucky Dumpling, 4x Brother Luck in Colorado Springs, and I am rocking with the Modern Eater. You're watching them, you're tasting them, you're knowing everything there is to know about Colorado.
Hi, Charlie from Bruz Beers here. Our new Belgian Abbey 4-pack is a mixed package of the 4 core beers made in Abbey and Trappist breweries in Belgium. So we have a single, a double, a triple, and a quadruple in one package. Now, quadruples are the emperors of Belgian monastery ales. They're dark in color, with a dense tan head and alcohol ranging from 8 to 12%, so they're pretty strong. Quadruples are very rich and complex with big maltiness, spice, and flavors of raisins, cherries, and plums. Alcohol is apparent in the mouthfeel, but not overwhelming, even at 10.5% ABV. So the finish is long, complex, and dry, and they're great beers anytime, by themselves or with hearty foods. Pick up your Abbey 4-pack at either Bruz location, 67th and Pecos, or at Colfax in York, and at fine liquor stores throughout the Denver metro area. Take home some Belgian-style badassery today.
Hi. This is for the outtake version.
What's up, Denver?
I'm Chef Natasha Hess, and this is Chef Carrie Baird, and we are at the Ginger Pig.
Check us out, gingerpig.com. You can also see us on themoderneater.com. Thanks, everybody. It's cornstarch.
I know. It's cool.
All right, Vaccinated Granny continues. You do love shrimp, though.
I love shrimp.
You love seafood in general.
You know, as long as it's
You
got
like
a-
lobster?
I like lobster.
You like shrimp?
Yep.
You like crab
salmon?
Benedict?
Oh, honey, I'm at your place.
Do you like Justin Brunson?
Oh.
Do you like his meat?
Yeah.
Show him your meat, Justin.
Good meat.
Well, we have all this delicious meat right back here.
He does. He has really good meat.
If I had $1 for every time Vaccinated Granny said that. So over here we have some lovely Wagyu beef Brezziola, Copa. We have our orange habanero salami, our Spanish chorizo, and our Calabrian chili and vermouth, all made at River Bear Meats here in
Justin,
Denver.
give her a chef's bite.
Little chef's bite?
Yeah,
Ooh.
ask her through her palate. Ask her through her palate.
Here we go. I think this would be the best one. So that's Wagyu beef Brezziola.
You don't mind that,
Lots
huh?
of flavors of rosemary and juniper. It's a good time, isn't it?
I can taste that juniper.
Oh, it's real nice, huh?
Oh, delish. Delish.
Yeah, just so you know, all of this helps fight COVID. I have a special mold that grows on the outside of our salami that fights COVID. So everybody should eat more River Bear American meats.
Yeah, no kidding. Did you make the cheese?
I didn't make the cheese. I brought it, though, from my lovely cheese shop, Culture Meat and Cheese in Denver
And
Central
what did
Market.
what did you say this is? Copa Copacabana?
No, this is called Copa Copacabana, right here.
What is this?
That is
that a
little,
cookie?
It's a piece of bread. It's like a cracker. It's a cracker, like us.
Did you make that?
I didn't make that, no.
No? So what are you supposed to dip this in?
Well, maybe this beautiful mostarda from our friends at Primo Jam.
Ooh.
Oh, Primo's awesome.
Primo. I like anything that's primo.
Yeah, me too.
Primo.
Primo.
What bite do you want Chef to put together for you?
Oh, here.
Well, can I nibble my way through?
Yeah. We're on a timeline, though.
Oh.
You want to have people watch you nibble your way through?
Well, they don't have. Oh, you mean on the?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, what are we shooting, a TV
Yeah.
show here or something?
I know. Let me just, hey, sit
Give
back,
me this,
relax.
Granny.
God.
Hey, try this. This is elderly abuse.
Yeah, no kidding. I tell you, I'm turning you in. Isn't there some agency to protect me?
I think there is. They wouldn't believe you anyway. So that's our friend Vic's cherry mostarda with our Spanish Iberico pancetta.
Is that cherry? Tastes like strawberry.
It's cherry.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I like that too.
Perfect. Sweet and salty.
I love
Always
that
wins.
too.
Want to go get some shrimp?
Of course. Can I take some home in my pocket?
Sure.
You bring your Tupperware?
I line my pockets with
Oh my
plastic
gosh.
wraps.
Here we are. Vaccinated Granny making an appearance at Elevation Food Service Reps. How's the food?
This food's good.
Okay, we're going to head and get some shrimp. You like some shrimp?
Yeah, I said I lined my pockets with plastic to take some home.
Stick around. We'll be right back. Vaccinated Granny is going to continue.
Hey guys, Alex Armitage over at Sam's number 3 Glendale. You want a Bloody Mary? You want a cheeseburger? You want a breakfast burrito? Greek salad? Bacon gyro meat? Chicken souvlaki? Barbecue ranch salad? We got you covered. Come down and see us. One more time. Try it again. Hey guys, Alex Armitage over here at Sam's number 3 Glendale. Now get your ass to themoderneater.com. Thank you so much.
Modern Eater, we love you guys. This is Amber with Northern Colorado Potatoes, reminding everyone that potatoes grown here are truly rooted in love and rooted in a long history of being grown in this area. Early 1900s reports show that this was either the largest or one of the largest potato producing areas in the nation. Other states have had some amazing branding, but don't forget we have all your favorite varieties and more you love to cook and eat, including russet. Support local potatoes, you won't be disappointed.
Hey guys, it's Caroline Glover. I'm the chef owner of Annette out at Stanley Marketplace. Citrus is about to be in its prime, and you're watching the Modern Eater Show. I'm fine with that.
Okay, here it is. We've got a new scene. Are you behind me making rabbit ears?
Do.
I'm calling this scene two ladies chopping it up, having beer. Bruz Beer, Rachel, Vaccinated Granny, and Ryan. Scene go.
Here we go, huh? Vaccinated Granny, congratulations.
Hey, man.
Rachel, congratulations. Back out in the real world. How's it feel?
Yeah, it feels amazing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got pinned up terrorism in.
You got a list of stuff you want to get done, don't you?
Absolutely, and I'm marking them off.
Yeah, I bet. Today you've marked a few off. Shucking oysters.
Oh, my.
How did that go?
You know, that wasn't on my list.
No.
No?
No.
It was on my list.
No.
Only if you lost a bet?
Well, it's called elder abuse.
It's a lot of work.
My son forced me to do that. And you know what's funny about that? I spit it at him. I thought, well, take that.
Yeah, there you go. Payback, right?
Yeah, that's right.
I brought some beers for you to try. You ready to sip on some beer?
Well, step back when I put it in my mouth because it might come back.
Well,
I'm going to stand back a little further.
Well, we were shucking oysters. I knew you'd be here, so I brought our Onyx Stout, Belgian-style stout.
Okay.
It's a really popular beer for us. It's 7.7%.
And what age bracket likes that?
What's that?
What age bracket likes?
Oh, I haven't met one that doesn't.
Oh, you're kidding. Boy, you really set me up on that one, didn't
That's
you?
how good it is for you.
You set me up.
Now, I should have had this ready for you when you were shucking those oysters, but you moved so quick I couldn't keep up.
Well, I was trying to shuck that oyster, but the chef that was helping me, I had to slap him. Nice to meet you, Ani.
Nice to meet you, too.
Yeah,
Cheers.
you bet.
Try to keep it in the mouth.
Ooh, that's good. Brunson, you taking off, my man? Good job today.
Malty.
Thanks for shucking. Bring one of these
Why are
home.
you leaving? I thought we were going home together.
I got to talk to my wife first.
Take that one home.
Oh, you got to
She
get
won't even notice.
Yes, that's right. She'll never see me. You know, actually, I have to be honest with you.
Yeah. What do you think of that?
I probably wouldn't go in and order one,
Right.
but this really doesn't taste too bad.
Yeah, you like it?
Yeah.
A little bit of
well,
malt,
it's
a little bit of smoke.
It's got a little bite to it.
Yep, a little bite.
A little bitter bite. Bitter
Yeah,
bite.
Yep.
Nice and dry, 7.7%.
Oh, Lord.
I got one
so,
more
so,
that I think.
So, are you advising me only to drink one of these?
Only drink one of these. I would have two and make Greg drive you home. That's what I would do. You know how to do that.
Okay.
That's the best way to go, right?
Yeah, because that's almost as much as wine, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Huh?
Wait till you get
Some
to this
wines,
one. This
yeah.
one's 9.5%.
Oh, my God.
But it's got chocolate and it's got coconut.
And you know, I happen to like chocolate and coconut.
Well, I think you're going to
I
really
wonder if
like
that would
this
be really good to use to, like, make the liquid in an actual chocolate coconut cake.
Oh, yeah, that would be
Have
good.
you ever tried that?
This would
No.
be right along that line.
You know, you could
Thank
use
you.
that for the liquid.
I'd let you make me that cake any day.
Oh,
I
see?
really would.
Yeah.
Open
We'll
my
come over.
flapper again. and
just let me know what time
and
to
it'll
come
came
over.
right back.
Cheers to cake.
Cheers to
Yes,
cake.
always.
Vaccinated grandma. Now that's probably more your style. A little sweeter, a little chocolate,
Yeah,
a little
no,
coconut.
if this was all that was available, I'd drink it.
That's good.
I love it. I love it.
It's got less bitterness.
Try it with a shrimp cocktail.
Now, I'm telling you, that was a brilliant idea on my part.
Yeah.
It was. Are you having fun talking to my back? Huh? I said, are you having fun
Talking behind her
getting
back.
at my back? But anyway, no, seriously, I bet that would be a real marketing deal for
The,
your place
cake?
down on York Street.
Beers
It-
with vaccinated grandma
Well,
and cake?
no, you could do a
I could get
chocolate
behind
coconut
that.
cake and serve it.
I could
Bet
get
you
behind this.
Bet you could get $5, $6, $7, $8 a slice.
Hey, count me in.
We already
We're
have the pike.
See?
Looks like we're going into business with Vaccinated Granny today.
Yeah,
I like it.
Cheers to that.
yeah.
All right.
Business venture.
See, I just earned my keep.
How was the overall beer experience?
Well, I told him I thought it was pretty good.
I think you got to get that traditional mindset of what beer is inside of your brain, you know?
Well, I just think the darker it gets, the bitterer it gets.
The bitterer. Okay.
Bitter. it
But
gets
this one's
bitter.
not bitter. This one's
Well,
a little
maybe
more
not
sweet.
to you.
The chocolate and coconut smooths it out. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the chocolate and the coconut really smooth it
Yeah.
out. It's more
I'm
your
trying
style.
to talk him into doing a bruise cake.
Beer?
This chocolate coconut, they could make a good chocolate
Stout
coconut
cake.
stout cake.
Oh.
They'd make a lot of money off of that.
Maybe that's next
You
time.
know,
There you go.
Vaccinated Granny?
What, dear?
You got a lot of friends out here. Wave goodbye to them and tell them you'll see them next time.
Next time.
Give them a 1, 2, 3. Vaccinated Granny.
Vaccinated Granny.
Hey, Granny.
See you. Bye.
All right, we'll see you next time. Oh, this is how you close it out right here. Let's do a shooter.
Elevation. Thanks for
Yeah, to Seattle Fish, thank you, and to Sophie's neighborhood.
Bruz Beers. Love it.
Just anytime anybody wants to come over and help us make your food service dreams come to life, we're happy to help. And got a facility here and just love the community. So I'm so glad to be part of the Modern Eater as well.
Thank you. As you prove time and time again, this is the Chef's Playground. If you ever want to learn more about Elevation Food Service Restaurants, I encourage you, elevationfs.com. Rich O'Brien, myself, Greg Hollenbach, Jay Parker, Ryan Evans, and everybody that was here today. We're so thankful for you and thankful to Seattle Fish Company and Gourmet Provisions. They have a lot more There it
Love
is.
you. Good job. Thanks, buddy.
Community at its finest, the Modern Eater Show. We'll kick that rock down the road, and we'll see you coming up. Road Trip 2021. Stay tuned for that.